At the stage. How you doing? Hi, Mr. Mission. Hello, everybody else who's coming in. Welcome to the show. This is just a chat show, so it's for fun. Balls deep? I don't know what you're talking about. Hashtag balls deep. I don't know what that means. Hello, Watt Life. Here's the invite. Want to hop up? I don't know what kind of condition Mr. Mission is in today, so you'll have to tell me. It's just me. They got everyone else. Oh, okay. What are we looking at here? Oh, yeah, I got to go way back up. Your document, man. Your Smart City documents are so freaking wordy. You're under gummies, under the gummy weather. Good to see you all here. Yeah, we were. I was looking earlier at the Smart City document here. I came across some interesting stuff down here. Where is that? Hold on. Where is Buddy there? There we go. So this is Smart City LA, and I was reading this, and the soul of our recovery. Okay, this document. I don't know when it was written. Let's see. It's for 2028. But when you read the first statement that they make, introduction here, the soul of our recovery. Recovery from what? I'm sorry, but that to me is very telling. The soul of our recovery will shape the contours of our city's future for decades to come. We have a blueprint for the city of the future. Mayor Eric Garcetti. But what's this recovery? What are you recovering from? Right? It's been seen. They set it up. Yeah. Hi, Emmett. Good to see you. Oh, goody. Mad science. Yeah. Well, these are just insane lunatics. The soul of our recovery. What the hell? Dude. That was in April 19th, 2020. That was when he made that statement. April 19th, so 4 years. Okay. I don't know exactly what he's talking about with recovery. But yeah, it was made me think, you know. Oh yeah, here's smart cities are multifaceted, made up of several components, not just IT infrastructure. Smart cities are evolving, which requires both near-term and long-term goals that adhere to overarching set of, sorry, not overreaching, but that would have been better, a set of smart city values. Yeah. Smart city requires collaboration where government and non-government entities work together to deliver the best in-class services to the public. Well, you haven't done it so far and you're in cahoots already. And all you're doing is making our lives worse, making everything more expensive, devaluing the dollar. So, yeah, the collaboration of government and non government entities has worked well in the interest of a few people at the top. Smart cities require local residences and business participation, especially in light of major social movements such as the protests for racial justice, the digital divide, the social impacts from the COVID-19 pandemic. Oh, I see. So we've already made our social movements. These are the social movements of the future that you will be participating in. This document just kind of lays it out. Hi, Karen Lynn. Hi, Marlena. Good to see you. Hi, Mad Figure. Hi, Paula. You got your own mad science? Yeah, there's another problem we need to recover from at some point, I'm sure. So I was just going to highlight a couple of things in here. Our visions for Los Angeles. Well, right now you're just burning it down. I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's ridiculously long, wordy. Um, it's ridiculous. What makes a smart city? You'll get a laugh out of this. It's efficient. Okay, yeah, efficiency. That's what you kind of want. It's ethical. Oh, well, whose ethics? So they're going to protect the city against racial or geographic inequities and negative social consequences for the public. Oh, they're going to be your nanny. Isn't that nice? We're going to have a nanny state. It's going to be secure, safeguard sensitive data, and prevent unauthorized access by hackers. Doesn't sound secure for the people. It's secure for your data. Hey, Paula, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm up for. Okay, why in the hell am I feeding back to myself? That was weird. I yeah, I'm up for talking about the fake news and all the BS out there. That's for sure.
There's plenty of it.
There's
It's
plenty of it, and look at what Walleye fucking says. Walleye, stay tuned to your local news this evening. I'm sure they will give you a problem that we need to recover from.
Here,
Yes.
here.
Hey, hey.
Hi, how you doing, G?
Good. Thanks for having me up. Hey, yeah, this is just more of the clown show. Oh my gosh.
It just never ends.
No.
It's funny. Melting cars. Come on. Well, some of them are aluminum, but aluminum doesn't even just melt; it actually just burns. So yeah, that doesn't work either. So
Okay,
yeah,
so aluminum doesn't
okay.
melt, it burns.
Yeah, yeah,
So then what's all over the ground?
aluminum.
It is aluminum. It didn't.
Well, they
That would
spray
be.
aluminum. They spray aluminum from the skies, and that lands on the ground and makes it more flammable.
Oh, that's right. And it makes it more flammable. And then I was just telling G in our private chat we were having before you went live that it occurred to me if every other car has an electric car in or every other house has an electric car in California, those can't be those and they catch fire, those can't be put out with just water.
No,
So that could be why the fire's burning so hot and they can't put it out.
I'm sure there's a share of them
could
in
be.
there.
There's a lot of giant space lasers seeming pointed at that area in different ways. They're using them in different ways now.
Yes,
I
yes.
did look for blue roofs when I was watching the
Yeah,
news.
there was a lot of blue stuff left. Apparently, I haven't seen the videos of it, but I'll take their word for it at this point.
Yeah,
There was
most of
some
the
blue stuff
houses.
around. Okay. But yeah, giant space lasers. People are really not too abject to thinking about that as a possibility anymore.
Well, it certainly is working. Yeah, and oh, the Target, the very wealthy of Southern California. Oh my word, that's ballsy. They're going to have a lot of movie stars and celebrities, and they already are, coming up and saying, this is suspect. This, this kind of doesn't work right with what they're telling us and what we're seeing. And yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
Yeah.
government in
my
question.
question is, did they lose their fire insurance like a lot of other residents did? Hi,
I doubt
Christopher.
it.
Hi, Dolly. Good to see you.
I'll bet the rich people have their fire insurance.
I bet
Correct.
they do too. That's what I would assume. You know,
Well, they would just, if State Farm was pulling out, these people can go, okay, give me your number. Tell me what you want to charge me really for this, and I'll pay it. And they do.
Oh, well, you can bet that rich people are using some insurance way better than State Farm.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, there you go.
They did that in Maui too. They didn't trim stuff. You know,
Plus,
it's
if
all set up. The winds. You watch the radar images of it. Richie from Boston played them. The winds are coming down here. I'll play that. That's hilarious. I love it. It's like the most unnatural winds ever. See if I can find that quickly.
Yeah.
and two, a lot of these people, they are super, super rich, and they can definitely cover a $3-4 million home. That's nothing to them. They'll
I'm
just go get
sure there's
another.
a slush fund for that if they don't. If they couldn't afford it themselves, I'm sure there's a slush fund.
Something. Yeah. And Paula pointed out something too. They probably live rather sparse in these homes because they are targets already for theft and all of that. That they would not put their real valuables in these homes anyway. Just live out of them.
Yeah, I was telling her that yesterday. She's like, G was like, well, they're paintings, they're Van Goghs and this and that. And I reminded her that they put all that shit in the bank. And they have copies of their Van Goghs in the house. And they have all of their real diamonds and everything in the bank. And they wear the cubic zirconia in public so that they can't ever get robbed, really.
Ooh, what's this? Yeah, you're absolutely right, Paula. That's brilliant. I think that's what they
Okay.
do. Out of
So-
Nevada.
Watch this for a moment.
Yeah.
We get this street coming down, and we get
Voila. Right
right
over the.
down.
Yep.
Now watch what happens here. See this radar, this system going off. I don't know what system it is, but it's going off.
Uh-huh.
Right now, you got a system coming down this way. I don't know what that system is. But these cause the winds, I think, to come down to the south.
Pushing them. Yeah, pushing them back out and around again
Yeah.
instead of in.
Those winds always come from the west coast to the east coast. But
Yeah.
no, for 2 days now, 3 days, they're going straight down from north to south,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All these things out of Area 51.
Of course.
Of course, just to play with the heads of us conspiracy theorists and Area 51. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know what they did with this. I don't know what that is. That's some anomaly they created. Could be the stuff that people are reporting on the ground.
Yes.
Could be what they're claiming is fire retardant. That's not fire retardant or something else. Yeah, look at all these rad systems going off.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous.
Well, I can say the winds are up here today, which means, and they're from the east, so they're heading right for Southern California, and they're pretty strong.
Wow. Wow.
They dump stuff out there. Okay, yeah. That was a few weeks ago. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Aluminum is great for burning. It burns
Something.
really well.
It is questionable there.
Well, iron oxide and aluminum is pretty much thermite. Very-
Exactly. Thermite. That's right. I couldn't think of the word when you said it earlier. Yeah.
And
Thermite.
you can use electricity. One of the things that people believe they used in the first LA fires back, what was that, 8 years ago, is they used the interaction between plastic and aluminum. So what you do is you cook the aluminum, and it starts to react with the plastic and starts fires. So all electronics could be set on fire, cars, pretty much anything we made, because we mix metals and plastics together constantly.
So napalm is coming to mind. That's how they used to, burn cities and shit down in the middle of wars. That would be what, styrofoam and gasoline or
I
some
don't know
shit.
what napalm was. I forget.
I think
Did it?
styrofoam and gasoline. It
Could
sticks
be.
and
Obviously,
burns
and
forever.
gas, yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
it seems
wow.
like they moved it up from napalm to the word you just said that I'm forgetting already. Say it again.
Styrene. Polystyrene.
No, the thing you said earlier. What, Mike? Thermite.
Oh, thermite, yeah.
Yeah, they've moved it up from napalm to thermite.
Yeah,
Dude,
more covert. Hmm.
yeah, yeah, they do put
Yeah.
right radar systems on the planes and on boats. They're huge. I showed you guys the giant boat they had with that 50-foot radar ball on top of it.
Oh great.
Yeah, they send those out. Show you.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it
hilarious.
makes sense. Started out in the Pacific and it comes in. Yeah. Keep moving it where you want it to drop or not
Yeah.
drop.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few examples. But here's one. You got a big tower on top of it. There's one with big balls.
That's
Mm-hmm.
got
a
big
good description. That's right. These guys
Yeah.
have balls
Here
here.
we go.
Look at this.
There's the one I showed before.
Wow, dude.
Whoa.
I bet you that'll pump out some power. That half of that stack there in the middle looks like it's power production. So yeah.
Yeah.
And what are they doing with spying? What?
Well, they're watching the weather, right?
Okay.
It's for weather
Right.
monitoring.
Right. Weather monitoring. That's
Yeah.
why the meteorologist can't tell you straight what the weather's supposed to be anymore because they're watching so intently. Yeah.
Hi, Karen Lynn. Did I miss anybody else here?
I mean, it's so bad that the meteorologists are saying you could get anywhere from 2 to 12 inches. Go fuck yourself. What the hell? That is a huge difference. 2 to
Yeah.
12 inches. Make up my
No.
mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Mel Gibson came on and he was suspect too. He said, there's something not right about this. It's just
Really?
the timing is just very suspicious. Yes.
Hey, Mel. Well, Hollywood needs an out from being searched, right?
Well, and yes, they're
All the
saying a lot of evidence is getting
underground
burned up.
tunnels, all the evidence, all the black light horror shows you'd see all over the walls and everywhere of these people's places is now all instantly gone.
Yeah.
Anybody
Good
know
part
what
of
Big Willie's
Hollywood.
house is doing?
Yeah. And they're going to build 15-minute cities. That's what they're after.
Well, that's what we're looking at
Well,
now. Your LA
and the
smart city.
tram.
Yep.
They're
That's
they're
why I
they're
came on. I said,
making
yeah.
some kind of tram or rail transport. They have plans for it in California, and so it seems if you take their new plans for their new tram transport and you overlay where the fires all are, it's very suspicious
Yeah.
for the new smart cities.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And that's not fake news, that's real news.
yeah, this was a funny document down in the lower parts of it. I just wanted to get to this part. It's funny. I ran across this I3 consortium. Doesn't that sound great? So what they are is here. Let me show you.
Sure.
So here we go. One consortium, and with a cube here, of course, on the side. See the cube? Oh, I'm not sharing it. Sorry. Here we go.
Okay,
Oh,
now
okay.
we see the cube.
Oh,
Yes.
you see it. Yes.
D-Wave.
This is one consortium. This is okay. Building trust in international calls and messaging. So they are okay. Let's go down to members. Where are they here? Route One or One Route, Aegis Mobile, Aerolon, AT&T, Bandwidth, um, Bankai, Bix, BTS. Uh,
Sparkle.
yep,
I just,
Sparkle.
I'm just kidding, but
Yeah,
it's a
it's in there.
interesting name.
But these are all,
Wave Crest. Woo.
you're going to have all, where are they? They were the telecom communications company.
Yeah. Well, that's called a monopoly. Pretty
Yes,
much everyone.
yes.
Yes.
All of these companies are in cahoots with this I3 consortium or one consortium. And they are basically, as far as I can tell, looking at all your information, getting it all.
I'm sure they
And,
have.
and didn't you say it was called a trust?
Well,
I don't trust them as
they
far as I can throw them, the
say they're
spying
building
lying
trust. They claim they're building trust by making you give us, by making you sign up to this one consortium.
Mhm.
I laugh in their face.
Oh my gosh. Well, fascism at its finest. That's all I have on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
That's
not
right.
going to get into the business. You're not going to be an ATT. You're not going to be any of these things unless you join.
Well,
one
what it is, they're getting a piece of the action. See, we know who really wants the data. Let's just say, oh, CIA, did I say that? And so they're not just going to give it to them now like they used to, with a police order or whatever. They're going to make them pay. They're all getting together and saying, we're under this new policy. Yeah, that's what's going on. Trading data.
Yeah.
Oh, Bitcoin.
Yeah. Any digital currency
Mm-hmm.
that'll go through their systems. So anything that goes through these systems is going to be,
Wow.
up for there's Verizon,
Oh, yeah.
Wavecrest.
No, this is called a hostile takeover. And what these companies are doing, they're
Yes.
taking over their data because away from, the alphabets and all of that, whomever, and saying, no, you're going to have to pay us for this now because we're all in the bundle of sticks now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. But it is a hostile takeover.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think
It's
that is
corporate
important
hostile
enough to
takeover.
say twice.
They do exist.
Here's a permanent part of the smart city: rapid COVID-19 testing through smart testing.
Oh, brother, really more?
What is that? Why is that whole thing there part of your smart city for 2028? This
Yeah.
is
Oh no,
Oh
you have to.
no.
4 years from now,
Yeah,
and
if
they're
you
still going to have COVID-19.
No, seriously, when you live in our new
Yes.
Palisades condos, you will have to have it to join,
Oh
the
yeah,
HOA. Think about it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is a sick thing. This, of course, will include biodigital convergence. I've shown you guys that before, where they want to take over your bodies, minds, and behaviors.
Because God forbid we can think critically on our own.
Because they've already got that too. Internet of Behaviors is a technology that combines the data analysis, behavioral psychology, and the Internet of Things to understand how people interact with the Internet. Internet of Bodies. The Internet of Bodies is a collection of devices that connect to the human body to monitor and collect personal data. And this will all be in the smart city. It's going on now. But yeah, We are their slaves. Look at what, Mr. Mission? Oh, that. Okay. Let's see what that is. Oh, nice.
What?
Oh, Google starts tracking. Oh, can't get rid of all this stuff. Okay, there we
Stupid
go.
ads.
Google starts tracking all your devices in 6 weeks. Forget Chrome and Android. Okay. They're going to do that, are they? The CIA, FBI, the NSA, all of them have a backdoor into your phone right now. Going to block
Oh, yeah.
Forbes. Yeah, because every device is detectable, and every human being is detectable, and they put those two together, and there you go, right?
Well,
I just want to take this sideways for a second with Watt Life. Today in 1964, the Surgeon General announced the definitive link between smoking and cancer. And I say it's not the tobacco, it's all the pesticides and preservatives that they
chemicals.
put in. That's what got everybody.
Well, on that note,
That's
let me
right.
light up a smoke here.
There we go. Yeah, I'm saying
I honestly,
Nicotine
I
is not
believe
bad
that
for
chemicals
you.
aren't that great for you. But I think
no.
the human
The
body's
chemicals
strong
bad
enough
for
to
you.
beat them off. And yeah, and then you add the electricity. I think most people get those problems from electricity.
Yes, I mean, there's other factors. And I do
Oh,
think back in the
yes.
day, they did not want to admit they were wrong. So they just said, oh, no, it's just the whole thing. Don't smoke.
What are you crotcheting? You're crotcheting squishy socks. Nice.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. There was, I was going to ask about too. Yeah, Nude Guru. Yeah, we are at a precipice where we got to start doing something. And I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Well,
What
this
can I
whole
do
thing
here?
has to go. We have to put pressure on governments and
Hmm.
politicians to get out of this stuff. This sustainable development goals. It's ridiculous, right?
All
What a
we have to do, all we have to do is point west right now. Look what just happened with your Green Deal
yeah.
protecting fish. That's not native to California, by the way.
No, we have
It was
smelt run
brought
up
in.
here. We have the smelt run up here. You know what you do? You poke a hole in a plastic bag and you scoop them out of the river.
Oh, I'm sure they're easy to catch. I guess
And they
they're
come in
minnowy. Yeah.
huge um, schools of them, like massive
Yeah.
schools of these
Yeah.
things.
It's not like the earth is losing smelt here.
No,
And they don't even belong in California. They were brought in. And just
Right.
look at what it's called. That's called a grift. They
Right.
grifted the people of California to believe this stuff, deplete them of water, and voila, here we are.
yep. Park a heat dome above you for a while, dry you out, spray you with aluminum. You'll go up like a tinderbox.
Oh, yeah. No water in your fire hydrants. Oh, that's a good one.
Then we're going to send some funky stuff down from Area 51 and blast it with lasers and see what happens.
Cancel their fire insurance and defund the fire department. Yeah, it's not planned. Yeah, right.
Right, Nude Guru? Yeah.
And two, we have to look at what a lot of homes are built
Hi,
out of
Susie
these
Q.
days. They're not natural wood. A lot of them are just, they're compressed something with a laminate on it. Don't ask me anymore what it is, but you know what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
that stuff goes up. I mean, it's like matches, a book of matches, might as well.
Yeah.
Your poof, gone.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
Biodis-
many, oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say so many homes. I mean, if you see the pictures are unbelievable.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking blocks.
Yeah.
Home's
Speaking
gone
of
up. And the same
unbelievable.
thing, there are a few trees still kicking around.
Yeah. Well, I think the trees, they do hold a smidge more water than a dry home. But
I heard reports of brick walls melting.
oh, no, that's a
See,
different thing.
I was going to mention something like brick. Uh,
Yeah.
don't these rich fuckers have a bunch of like marble ceilings and floors and pillars?
Well, they should
Where
have blue
are
roofs.
I've seen the wreckage where the fire has been. I'm not seeing any marble anywhere.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
Like
know.
what the shit with where's all the marble?
Well, it depends on the age of the homes. Those are pretty old. Some of those homes were old, like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and a lot of those homes will definitely have wood floors.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly. Pretty wood floors, but yeah, that's what they do.
Let me find some LA footage.
But you're right, the newer homes, Paula, yeah, then they got elaborate with, like you said, the different marbles and tiles and
Yeah, they're using expensive stuff. They're not
yeah,
using the cheapy shit that we use. Yeah.
correct.
So there should be something somewhere as they clean up. So, okay, everything's covered in ash right now. Keep your eyes open when you start to see updated video of the situation over there. Keep your eyes open for marble
Hmm.
because
There. Oh my
are their
gosh, there we go.
houses not really made of real marble? What's going on there? Because I'm pretty sure marble doesn't burn.
Not easily. Oh, Susie, they hate you when you're clever and they despise a fool. John
Yeah.
Lennon. Nice. Whoa. I mean, it's just wow.
Yeah, and there's some trees there. You can see trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And so what are the
Also,
cars doing? Oh, go ahead.
well, since the title of this video is fake news, um, there are pictures, not videos, pictures going around that the Hollywood sign is on fire. I've seen live video. The Hollywood sign is not on fire.
No, but the the
It looked CGI.
the hill that it's on caught on fire a little bit, but the sign it's metal, so it's fine. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
reason I paused it here, there's rows of trees right here in two,
I see
three
that.
of the streets, but all the
Yeah, yeah.
houses are burned.
Yeah, yeah. Convenient. Oh, what was that
Yeah.
fire? Paradise Fire a few years ago, same thing.
Maui.
Maui,
Oh yeah.
he got Mauied. Look at this.
Mm.
Yeah, they're getting Mauied.
So as you
Yeah.
start a fire, you just start lasering, evacuate everybody and then just laser away or something. I don't know what this
The houses
is.
are burned to the ground. Those trees should not be there. I'm sorry.
You would
Yeah.
think that they would have dried out and burnt themselves. Yeah.
There wouldn't be the way they're showing the fire blazing. There
We
would
could
be
be wrong.
nothing.
We could be wrong on that, but I don't know. Just
Yeah, it's very selective fire. It only burns homes.
yeah, and only in specific paths where they're putting
Yeah.
Olympic cities and 15-minute cities, yeah, and railways.
Yeah, I'm looking. The cars, I think, are pretty burned out too, correct?
Yes, the
Which,
cars
I mean,
are
that's
too.
possible. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
However, if the trees are fine there at the edge of their lawns, why wouldn't some of the cars be okay too? Why would they necessarily maybe heat damage a little bit?
Yeah, you should be able to park your car under the tree and it would be fine, right?
Yeah, give or take. Looking
Right,
at
for
looking at
sure.
these roads, yeah, I'd say yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Don't notice the trees have leaves. Yeah, they do. Lots of leaves. They look pretty good. They look healthy.
Yeah.
Well, either this was something lasery, I have no idea. Or it just tells us
I do.
how bad
Gigi.
the housing construction business is.
Yeah.
If this is their product,
Yeah.
we got a problem.
Yeah, like most housing projects, if you're building side by side housing, you have to build a firewall.
Yes, here
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Yes, here these newer homes but even just, I mean, some of these houses are old and they're just all wood. So there you go. But this looks, something is wrong with this picture. That's all I can say,
Big
man.
time.
I can
Yeah.
say chemtrail all I want. Chemtrail. But yeah, chemtrails. They probably,
Yeah.
yeah, aluminum. Aluminum burns really well. So
Mhm.
Yeah. And like I said, they just, this compound, they just press together and laminate it there. That's your
oh,
wallboard.
that's the thing, new guru. They denied fire insurance months ago. A lot of
Mhm.
policies dropped their fire insurance months ago.
Because State Farm did a risk assessment and they said, "Rut-row," and they said, "We're out of here, man. We're not going to cover this." They saw this coming, or maybe got a rumor. I don't know. But yeah.
Well, it was coming up on fire season.
We call that arson
And
season.
so arson season. That's right. Arson season.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you for the correction. I'd hate to say that incorrectly. But yeah, the cheaper insurances were like, you fuckers are always on fire. Fuck you this time.
Yeah. No, but I'm sure they saw the reservoirs. I'm sure they went out and they test the ground. They see it's brittle and not very well kempt, you know? Yeah, they assessed it and they said, no, we're out of here. I don't think this town can survive another winter. Because they also do weather, besides modification, they just know the flows of the seasons.
Yeah, they must have been losing money in that area, like
Bigly.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, most of these homes average about 3.5 million each. That's the average range in these. They're wealthy people, a lot of them. Some are grandfathered in. I heard,
Yeah.
they're 2 generations ago bought the home when it was 27,000. Now it's 3 mil. Who'd have thunk? But yeah, they just stay there and hand it down to their kids. But yeah.
Funny how this did happen after the fog.
Oh yeah. I mean, no, it makes perfect sense. They just, put that little cherry on top before something happened.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, this is the future 15-minute cities. It makes perfect sense. They don't want single family homes. They want to build up. And
yeah, they want to build up and they want to have everyone in the same building. And sorry, but if some moron doesn't know how to turn off their electric when they should, when they leave the house or when they go to bed or whatever, the whole goddamn thing will burn down. I don't like my fate being in someone else's hands. I have never lived in an apartment building for very fucking long. Apartments should be temporary, like trailer parks should be temporary living.
I like apartment living.
yeah,
I
I've
don't,
lived
I don't
in
have to
apartments.
double. I don't have to pay for any repairs.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, if the building goes up, you're screwed if you can't get out of there.
Yeah.
Again, guys, don't forget there is fog computing because they're talking about fog in the chat.
Yes, the fog.
So there is fog computing. The fog is used in computing as well, or can be. I don't know that the fog in LA was used for computing. That is a possibility because they may have used it in sensing to define the areas instead of using because we didn't see green lasers this time. Nobody reported green lasers coming down from the sky mapping the area out. So they may have used fog computing to map out the area.
That makes sense. Yes, it's
because
like
the whole world was covered in fog damn near. Yeah.
Because they are using fog for computing, sensing, data transmission.
right.
whole bit.
because it gets a true read, like LiDAR, so to speak, of
Oh, you-
the land layout, the
yeah,
mountainous,
you get really
the
good
grooves.
penetration, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, probably better.
Yeah. So
Wow, never thought of putting it in
And they,
fog.
of course they would have to use the fog for that. But notice that the whole world was damn near covered in fog not a week ago.
yeah, we had it
Mhm.
about a
And
month ago.
now, yeah, it,
It's
and
one of
now
their
the
new
fire.
it's one of their new fun
So
toys,
who they're
right?
going
So
to
they're
hit
seeing the
next is the
capabilities.
question.
They're seeing the capabilities of it. They're playing with it. That's why it was worldwide.
Mm. And people were expecting to see the lasers. That's the main thing I was trying to say. I almost
Oh yeah,
forgot. Well, we were expecting to see the lasers, so we had our eyes open. So, but they sent the
yeah.
fog.
They sent the fog. That's what I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if we look at that Richie, that video, here it is. Let's go back a bit. There was the fog that came down. So there it is coming down.
Yeah, you can see in the northern part of
Yeah, I love
that.
this. I love this image on the right here, showing you that the winds are all like,
Getting
what the
ready.
hell is going on with that? That's going straight south.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it got pushed by
Yeah,
that northern corner
so
of,
they hit offshore
Oregon.
there. Yeah, they hit offshore, and then they blasted it
Fog
from
it.
Area 51 and a couple of other places.
Yeah, and not only see how it really penetrated those foothills as it comes down on the top end of the green. See,
Hmm.
it dissipates, and oh, that's look at it. It's just like you can get such detail if you had something that can read what the fog is doing.
Hmm. Yep.
Unbelievable. Never thought of it. And also, it can carry stuff. You're right. It could be depositing to the ground and on things, just little helpers.
Yeah, they can send nanofibers, smart dust. They could send aluminum, other things.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Chris.
So, okay, just hypothetically, if this was all intentional, do you just think they just got Maui'd? They just wanted that and people weren't giving it up and,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to take it now.
Oh,
Land
yeah.
grab.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're
Oh,
not
man.
asking now; they're just taking.
Hmm. Because
And
even
they're
the
playing
people,
with the new techie techs, right?
yes. Well, because even the people whose homes are still standing,
Yeah.
maybe their home is fine, but to get to their home is driving through an apocalypse. Okay, think about it. You turn on residential streets before you get to your house, kind of thing. And they have no power, no water, no nothing for months. You might as well just give it up.
Yeah. Yep. That's what they're trying to do. They want people out of that area. And they found weather wars there. Even though we're calling it out, they're still unaccountable for it. So, we can find the flight paths, we can track the radar, but and there are cases for the last hurricane down south. They are trying to sue the government for that. I don't know how successful they'll be, if they're going after the right people or not. And that's part of the problem, is finding the right people. Right? Who do you sue? Do you sue the government? Well, they could claim no responsibility for it.
And they
To the
do.
internet companies, well, they could claim no responsibility for it.
Yep.
You have to go really for like the Navy, CIA, FBI, one of those agencies. And
Yeah.
I think it's really at the core of it's Navy.
Oh, that's very probable. I give you that. Yep.
Yeah, because they were the first runners at it.
Hmm.
They did the Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah, that's where the smart ones go, by the way.
They developed the Lily wave that monitors your brain waves and feeds them back to you. Monitors, reads them, and feeds them back. So really, it's Navy that started all this. Whether it's moved into other, it's probably moved into military and all that once the
Oh no, yeah,
IEEE and the
yeah.
international standards got involved, and they decided to do this to the whole world. You know,
Hmm.
yeah. So, so it'd probably be the Navy. I think you would have to sue first. You'd have to bring in a whole bunch of people because, and that's the problem again, is how do you prove it?
But see, that's just it. Something as big as the Navy, they have qualified immunity.
Yeah, national
I,
security.
yeah. I mean,
National security, that's laughable.
I
Well,
know.
they have.
Well, they always do that to us.
That's why they claim they're under your skin is because of national security, right? So even the data they collect on
Right.
you could be considered national security. You know,
Not everyone's a
Good
criminal
idea.
for crying out loud.
So yeah, trying to get insurance back. Oh, good luck, Dean.
Yeah, that's all. And our insurance down here will definitely go up now
Yeah,
because we got to pay for that mess somehow. I'm telling you, it's
yeah.
how it works. Car insurance too, probably. I mean, they're
Oh,
just
welcome, Chris.
what are that? It's a kind of an okay idea, but it turned into a racket. That's all I'm saying. you know. Anyway.
So now they've got that deep ice thing that I think they experimented with on Syria. I think it was that line of earthquakes they did. There was like 9 earthquakes in a row, one after the other. That they did.
I
Or Syria,
remember.
I think it was Syria they did that too. Man. So yeah, they've got lots of ways to take you out of places. They're just practicing with them all their new tech. It's wonderful stuff, apparently.
Yeah. Well, the best thing that I've seen so far out of this whole, LA thing was the fire chief who, a female, she's a female, kind of tough, if you know what I mean, fire
Mhm.
chief, blaming it on the LA mayor, who is a female, something, Pat. And she pointed the finger back to the fire chief. So now they're just internally eating each other up.
Yeah, diversity hires killing each other. That's good.
Yes, the DEI measure here going on.
Yeah.
Something. But yeah, it was just interesting. That's just my
Well,
observation.
the higher ups have to blame the lower downs, but the lower downs are like, hey, screw you, asshole. I did what you told me to do. You told me to defund the fire department, so that's what I did. So it's on you. And
Yep.
so it's a finger pointing game now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it doesn't help that some of the firefighters apparently were like very concerned about how they looked for their photo ops while fighting the fire. So that was, probably not as helpful to the situation as it could have been.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Nude Guru, yes. A scapegoat-topia.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, there's plenty of fault to pass around there, and it's gross negligence, criminal negligence, really. If at the very least, if not intentional. I don't know why criminal negligence isn't being applied in anywhere anymore. It's ridiculous.
I heard one
Yes.
I heard one panel talking about, the infrastructure, and I think they're kind of spot on. I kind of hope they're not, but they pointed out that there was some really great feats of man-made dams and reservoirs and all these things back in the 30s, 40s, and 60s up in that era to bring all the water into the Sacramento Valley, which grows a lot of food, and supply the big cities. And they said they have let it run down and they haven't had people learn the art of building this stuff again. So now our generations, we're questionable if we can do the same thing. Yeah, like we don't have the talent anymore.
Yeah.
We don't. I mean, something
Yeah.
happened.
Well, you know, hey, playing video games and eating Cheetos in your mom's basement doesn't really prepare you for much, you know.
Yeah.
I spent my time doing that.
No, I grew up in the rock and roll generation. I mean, we were so lost.
Mm.
Still kind of are, I think, sometimes, but that's okay.
Yeah, giving up voting, that's an interesting one. How, you know, unless everybody does it, it's not worth, you know, I don't know. It's a whole catch 22 there.
Everyone's got to, it's got to, we got to get the word out.
Mm.
Stop voting, watch them elect themselves, and then you'll know that your vote never counted. It's the only
Well, here,
way.
well, I can tell you one thing. Tell people that when they vote, they get put on a county register to be a selected juror for the trials here. And it's not a fun job in many ways. People,
No,
it's
because
something we
they don't
don't want.
hardly pay you anything.
No, and it's tedious and it's a lot of things. It's not a pleasant Perry Mason experience, okay? So people avoid it. So if you
Yeah.
don't want to get on, the jury rolls, don't vote. There you go.
Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah, because you're going without a whole day's pay that could be, say, $50. Trust me, jury ain't going to pay you no $50 a day. You're going to
No.
get maybe $10.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and it depends on the case that
Oh, yeah,
you're
because it's your
looking at too.
duty
Mm.
to do jury duty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a citizen requirement.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But I figured, I got called for jury duty in Portland. I was voting. There you
Yeah.
go. At the time.
I think non-voting would be just like kind of similar to us all saying, you know, we don't want to be citizens if we all became non-citizens at the same time.
Oh, that would be some, yeah, let's
You know
just,
how I always escape jury duty? Since I voted, they've asked me like 5 times, and I
how do you do
always
it?
tell them, "Oh yeah, pick me. I got very good judgment.
Mm.
Oh,
I'm really
no, you
good
know
at
what?
deciphering right from wrong." Blah 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 blah. They don't want to hear that. You never hear from them again until next time, and you just say the same thing. They won't pick
Yeah.
you.
Well, you know what they do is they put several of you in a room, like a waiting room. You can watch TV, you can have us Wi-Fi if you have something internet. You can do all of that. And actually what they're doing is they're watching you for a couple hours and they're screening people. So what I did is I wasn't on any device or anything. I just, I fell asleep. I started just taking a nap, closed my eyes and just, you know, they didn't like that, so they didn't pick me. So that's the key I found is just go to sleep.
Just fall asleep. Yeah,
Yeah, they won't pick you.
that's awesome. That's the way to do it. Okay, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Just just be like a know-it-all, and yeah, they won't pick you.
Do you remember the Beatles song? Blue Jay Way.
Yes. Yeah.
The song starts off, "There's a fog upon L.A., and my friend has lost his way.
Ah.
He'll be over soon," he said, but now he's lost himself instead.
Wow.
So there was a fog upon L.A., at least that's what you guys say. So,
Well, the smoke is a fog too,
yeah.
They were pretty socked in there.
Oh, and the fires are also going to mess with the weather.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Oh,
Also,
they
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
they make use of everything.
No, absolutely. Look at this. I mean, it's just, I don't know where all of you live, but, to me, that's a pretty healthy little city there. Kind of gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a lot of land that's empty now, basically.
And how convenient. Yep. But the streets are good, so hey, they won't have any problem clearing it out. Streets survive just fine.
Let's take a look at what's happening here. They're letting me use this. So there's Portland. Where is Los Angeles? Down here. Is that right?
That's San Francisco. Go a little further south.
Further south?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's go out a bit.
There you go.
Right there, Los Angeles.
Yeah. Look how big all that is. I mean, there's a lot of people there. A lot.
Not seeing a lot of smoke or anything. Interesting.
I can't say if this is true news or fake news, but there's video going around TikTok where 3 of the starter fires all
Hi, Catch
started
Me.
at the same time in 3 separate areas.
Yeah, no, the Palisades is like a good town away from Pasadena, and those fires pretty much started around the same time, give or take. Yeah. We're talking miles, miles, and miles away. Like, what? And it seemed to start from the top down. Like they knew it was just going to just roll down these foothills into these homes. And
Yes,
yeah.
well placed.
Yeah.
Hi, Catch Many. I don't recognize you. Welcome to the channel. Everyone say hi.
Yeah, Catch Mini. I just
Hi.
am looking at it's the year of the wood snake in Chinese astrology. So
Good advice there. Yeah, that's the wood snake.
mm-hmm.
Hi, Robert.
Well, in the year of the snake, a lot of things went down, 9/11, and, look
Yeah.
it up. Look up all the years of the snake and all the catastrophes that happened.
Yeah,
Things changes and everything. Yeah, it's
Pearl
uncanny.
Harbor,
Yes.
a whole bunch of stuff, like all throughout history. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing. World War One, the Depression. I listened to a listing of it the other day. It was like all the way, every 12 years, same thing. Another disaster, another,
Yeah.
Very
Very
huge
tumultuous.
Yeah.
Year.
Right?
Every time it rolls around. Yeah, it's trippy. California is a dog. I thought it was a bear. I don't know. Yeah, it's still the year of the dragon. You're correct for a couple of days here. But I think, Americans celebrate their New Year early, so.
Or late, depending on how you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
California is a dog, okay, in Chinese astrology. So,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
how does that mix with the dragon? I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
the.
each state
I know
has
some.
its own sign. Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, yeah, from the time that it became a state, that makes sense. Takes me a second. Yeah, fire conquers wood. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So dogs and dragons are not compatible in Chinese astrology. In fact, dogs are considered a non-match or a rival to dragons. Dragons are the most
Gotcha.
compatible with roosters and rats.
Gotcha. Wow. Yeah, not a good year for the dog.
Okay. Yeah. And the Olympics are going to be, when are the Olympics coming up for that city? Let's check that out.
Yeah, I'm curious myself.
People have been talking about it, but I haven't even checked it. Oh, 2028 says here.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2028. Americans canceling LA Olympics 2028
Oh,
over
really?
wildfires. Get support from famous. Let's see what this says. From famous podcaster. Interesting. Los Angeles engulfed in flames with the Palisades fire wreaking havoc across the western region. The city is left grappling with the unprecedented destruction as more than 10,000 homes lie in ruins and over 53 square miles reduced to ash. Doubts are mounting over LA's capability of hosting the 2028 Summer Olympics. Amid such scenarios, I'm sure that they'll find the tax money to overcome. Amid such scenario, experts and activists are voicing concerns, highlighting how the escalating wildfire crisis could turn the games into a global fiasco. Interesting. It's not the take I would have on that, but okay. The Palisades fire is just one of the major infernos tearing through the greater LA area. The Eaton fire in the Palisades and the Kenneth fire and wherever, destroying critical infrastructure and displacing thousands. Yeah, it's not hard for them to put up infrastructure if they want to. Amongst the victims is Olympic legend Gary Hall Jr., who lost his home and Olympic medals to flames, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so apparently they've canceled it. Now I'm sure that they'll have a great comeback.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Okay.
That's funny, Mr. Mission. Fire moves faster than City Hall.
Mm.
Wow, that's I'm not. Well,
Let me check out a couple of other articles on that. Let's see.
Well, it makes sense now.
Cash Shadow. Let's see. Let's go right to news. Rejects $6.8 billion investment into Olympics. LA is burning. Should it still host the Olympics? Cast shadow over Olympics. So it's looking teetery there. Yep, it's looking like they're saying no, but they've got how many years? 3 years? China did it really quickly.
Yeah.
They just hired, a whole bunch of involuntary workers, which you guys have a large supply of.
Yeah, that's what I said. When they rebuild, they've got, the cheap labor already here.
Yeah, you got an abundance of it in the prisons and an abundance of it sent in.
Yeah, just walking around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep, walking around and collecting your tax dollars. I'm sure they'd love to collect your tax dollars and some working dollars,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That'll be a boondoggle for them. Awesome.
Yeah, something's got to go back up in that area.
Yeah, well, they'll be able to afford everything then, right?
Yeah, they'll probably be buying one of the condos in the unit. Mm-hmm.
They'll be able to afford the mortgages for the new smart city. All right, Marlena.
That'll be when they tell on themselves. What they put on that land will be the reason that they burned it all down. You can bet your life on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. They get a bunch of immigrants in, right? They give them subsidies. Then they give them a job. Then they give them a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you make sure that they have a mortgage on the house. Then you take away the subsidies, you take away the house, and you kick them out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There's an ending cycle to that. Yes.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Sell again,
You'll either sink or swim after that. We'll find out.
Yep. They're doing it all over the place. They're pulling the rug out from underneath the immigrants' feet,
Yeah.
Well, suddenly there was no funding for you. Sorry.
Nothing lasts forever. Nothing.
It's gone.
Yep. And they will criminalize to stay alive. They will do whatever it takes.
Yeah, yeah,
And
they'll
they
do
don't.
whatever they have to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I would love to come to another country and be given a free life, but you have to understand that's not going to happen. Maybe for a while you're useful. There's another thing too that all these policemen, defund the police and all that. That's a real thing. That's a real part of their plan because police are going to be unnecessary.
Well,
You know,
right.
FBI,
They
CIA,
can even have drones and
they're
dogs.
not going to have you guys anymore. They won't need you. They'll have sensors in everything. They'll have sensors in your curtains, sensors in the concrete, sensors in the food. They'll hear everything, know everything. They'll have AI taking over that. AI will control that and decide, whether you're guilty or not. So the
And here's
judges, lawyers, unneeded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all being used right now. They're using them right now
Yeah.
to get the ball rolling, and then they're going to throw them under the bus.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So they need to stop working for the man and work for the people, because the people ain't going to throw your ass under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, but Canada joining. Actually,
Yeah.
it'd be 60 states, everybody, not 51 or 2. It's 60 states.
Well,
Come on.
aren't a lot of them territories and stuff?
Yeah, there's like 10 or something up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just stay the same. We just
We've
add,
got territories and provinces. So
Yeah. So yeah, they're all set up. You don't have to. But here's what I thought on the American flag: we just extend the bottom and add 10 red maple leaves instead of stars.
that's a good idea. I like it. It's funny.
Yeah, I think. But who knows, man? They want to move the lines in the sand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting out of it. They want to. So that's
Well,
what
yeah, the whole North America region is a New World Order
Yep.
agenda. So Trump is just doing what the New World Order wants. He's just got everybody to go, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. No, seriously. It's like, well, and like I said before, having a lot of countries is really a good idea, because just imagine each country
Right.
is its own compartment on a submarine. And so when one part starts leaking, the other compartments can close and seal that door so it doesn't come in on their, they can still live, if you get my gist. Yeah. And financially, I mean, everything. Yeah. We need, anyway.
Yeah. Deagle report's coming up 2025. So we'll see. 2/3 of the population is supposed to go bye-bye.
Yeah.
Really? Is that what they're saying?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
2/3. 2/3. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
What do they have? What do they have up their sleeve?
Well, I've got a video on my YouTube channel, a recent one. It's got Conservative Ant in a duet, and they're calling it a quad, illness situation, where there's 4 different things going around that are supposedly hospitalizing and ending the lives of people, and they're playing it out like it's, another pandemic or whatever. So they definitely have plans, and then that doesn't include the fires, the hurricanes, the earthquakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are pulling
Yeah.
out all the stops right now.
They are.
They're meeting it out one news cycle at a time, though. But they've just decided nonstop. They do go through these lull periods, but right now they're definitely on high incident probability. So I would
No
expect
kidding.
more of the same.
Well, they're certainly starting off things in a really interesting manner. I mean,
Yeah.
they got my
They're
attention.
showing. Yeah. They're showing us what 2025 is all about to them. Because originally it was Agenda 2030, but they saw people waking up too quickly. So they bumped it up to Agenda 2025, and here we are.
Yeah. A tornado heading towards Dallas. Yeah, I was looking for something like that. I don't know if let's see what we've got here. I don't see anything on the map here. But during Helena, they had two other hurricanes pop up. One from the west coast of the Gulf of Mexico, and one just under Cuba, I think. So they can make them pop up whenever and wherever they want, pretty much, it seems. We've gone over the patents for those since the early 1900s. They have hundreds of patents for that kind of stuff. So they can create
Yes,
it.
they do.
Yeah,
You can
they have the
look it up.
technology. I really thought they were going to really hit Taiwan, or China was under attack for a while there too, but they've got enough weather weapons to defend against it. And I imagine that Taiwan at the moment does too. They're very high tech there. Yeah, not too many incidents happening. There's one couple down there. Just a low chance. Tropical storm, PETA. That's pretty far away from everybody at the moment. So, yeah. There's not much going on right now.
That they're willing to show. It truly is getting to where you can't trust the weather maps anymore, too.
Well,
they
probably
could hide things.
Yeah, probably come a point they might start hiding that, you know. Watching Armageddon, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't see it coming. You no longer get a warning. Yeah.
Well, they seem to, because they pulled out the water and like the flood insurance on the people in the areas where they had flooding. And then they pulled out the fire insurance in the areas where people were having fire. So, you know, what is it going to be? You just can't insure your house soon? So where do you live? You know, if they won't let you live in an uninsured house.
Yeah, some with a mortgage you can't. So are they pricing people more out of homes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who knew, eh?
If we don't burn you out, we will.
Yeah, we're going to put you in a tiny home. We're going to put you in a little box.
Yeah, it has wheels on it. You can roll it wherever you want. But yeah.
Like a wagon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going back to covered wagons, everybody.
Yeah, we're all going to become nomads. I think. You know what? I'm down. Let's all become nomads.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously, because then we can all get together. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they better be careful what they ask for.
Yeah, let's take their one country thing, and we'll just migrate with the caribou, and yeah, you know, screw you and your taxes and your government and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pure sovereign, man. No ties to any lines in the sand.
Sab's now living as a nomad. Yes, he is. Hi, Sab. Good to see you. You're Big Justin. Good to see you. Yep, he's down. Nomad life is tricky. A little bit. Can be if you're not prepared for it. But if you're prepared for it, you know, like we'll have trailers and donkeys and everything, you know.
Yeah. Like the gypsies, a wandering, you know.
Everyone likes donkeys, you know, so we'll get us some donkeys.
There's plenty.
We can keep a herd of goats with us and some chickens, Get some milk and eggs.
Adapt.
Yeah, they can eat the stuff on the roadside as we travel along. That can be our pasture.
Yeah, it'll keep you sharp, just adapt.
Imagine that if, like, we get 30% of the population into it.
Oh, wouldn't that be a trip? That many people just moving around.
Just moving around, not paying taxes. Not
Yeah.
making any money, just
No.
living. Not being on any land. No, no, I'm just on public land. That's okay. You don't need to tax me.
Imagine that. Just
Yeah,
living. Just living.
you
Yeah.
got it. Damn it. Pygmy goat, you got it, buddy. You can have pygmy whatever you want. Powdered eggs, flour, yeast, beans. Yep. There's plenty of good stuff in Canada, at least, to eat along the side of the road, too, that grows. There's always
Right.
chickweed and stuff.
And while you're moving around, you collect, different items that you can barter, the next state over or the next country over.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just move around and just, be very nomad
Yeah.
Amish.
Stones, fossils on the ground.
Yeah.
You can find stuff on the ground. You can carve
You can
wood.
make things.
Yeah.
Yeah. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Don't even have to buy anything. We just collect everything we find. It's insane.
Yeah.
Google gypsy life in the UK. I've seen that, a little bit of that. Sab,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Here too, they have the nomads.
Mhm. Well, what if they just price us out of everything so we have to become nomads,
Yeah. Do or die.
Yeah.
Become a community, a village, because no one's going to take care of you but you.
What's this?
That's right.
Oh, come on. Okay, yeah. There we go. Oh, okay. Its plan is to digitally fingerprint new user devices. Okay. Digitally fingerprint, eh? Is that biometrics? Probably. Which means your DigiTwin.
Right.
Great Scott.
Yeah.
But all your devices are connected to your DigiTwin anyway, already.
That's what I'm afraid of. Another me. Wow. Think about it, everyone.
And it's very close to
Well,
the
I
real.
don't think it's going to really be you because it's going to act like it's being controlled, which you are a free spirit not being controlled. So,
Well, you can feed it false data too, which is fun. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A bad double.
yeah.
Or a really good double or something. I don't know.
I don't know. But, if you could figure out what's coming, you could figure out how to mess with it. So you could negate maybe some of its effects. I don't know.
On the Star Trek episode, this commander was up against these two AIs and she kept blinking and they go, "Why are you blinking?" And she said, "Because you don't blink and you don't understand why we do." And it threw them off. They're going, what?
Yeah. That's the thing. Computers, AI it doesn't understand people. All it does is it collects the data on them and relays it back and forth in a usable way. It doesn't understand you at all. It really doesn't even understand the difference between male and female. Like, it can categorize it, but other than looking up the meanings, like, it doesn't understand it on a level of consciousness because it doesn't have consciousness at this point.
Right. And
Yeah.
there's a way to confuse it so it kind of glitches, I'm
Yeah.
sure still.
So,
But,
it can be messed with, at least at this point.
at this point, there may be a day, though.
Yeah, there may be a day.
You're not gonna mess with us anymore. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But it's heading that way, it seems.
Turning us into octopuses, that's a possibility. Now, I don't know if I'd be against that. I don't know if I would mind being an aquatic being. They could, and I could have gills. I can't show the video, but I have a video that I've shown on other people's channels because YouTube lets them do it. But where they can grow a frog and then like move its eyeball around, do that kind of thing. So fish gills aren't too
I don't
far.
want to be. I don't want to be a Jewfin. I watch South Park. No, thank you.
Hi, Station 33. Been a while. Yeah, that's the thing about this whole smart city, new technology. A lot of people are going to go for it, because it to them, the horrors that we see of the control and all that, they may not see. All they'll see is the benefits of it. The world's going to be new. I'm going to be superhuman, and that's awesome. Or, I'm in so much pain, I want to end my life, but now I don't.
Well, they should watch the TV series that didn't last long.
Hi, Aluna Tommy.
And this TV series is called Heroes. And in the TV series Heroes, through, all the scenes, the V scenes, they became superheroes. And some were, of course, the evil kind, and some were the good kind. But they were after collecting them all up and imprisoning them. So what good would it do to become like a superhero if the super villains are just going to go around and collect you all up and throw you in camps anyway?
Well, then that's just conspiracy theory, right?
Well, look at how they are now.
Everything they do, all the documents that I show you, they're all healthcare, right? But as we know, any tool that can be used to help you can probably be used to harm.
Exactly.
And they do admit there are issues like hacking. That somebody can, like one of the documents I've shown, where a person through their own body hacks into a user through to another person. It's this whole complicated thing, but they do it. And why do people do that? Because they can. And some people just do those things. Don't know why,
Yeah.
Like the video I showed you last night or the other day. There was the guy talking about the nanotech that he's developing, right? That can stimulate neurons and all that. And he, when confronted with the ethics, he goes, "Well, I don't think about the ethics." So, I just don't think about it. Another time he was interviewed and said, "Well, if I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it." I don't know that that's true, but that's what he believes,
Yeah.
So, this technology is being pushed by people like that forward at a constant rate with no good regulations, no consent really, very little knowledge given to the public about this,
Yeah.
with our tax dollars being used for all of it. Hi, Rick's Radio.
Yeah, exactly. They charged us for it. Like we have any damn money for it. Why don't you charge the filthy, stinking rich? They're
National
on your little agenda.
Straight back to national security, right?
We need real national security, not this fake fuckery shit.
So Charlie Kirk says that LA is going to lose the 2028 Olympics over the fire. That's all right. So yeah, I didn't know that there was a fog that hit LA before the fire. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm going to assume that they use the fog for sensing instead of the lasers for some reason. That was weird. Security is a scam. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Cloud computing. Oh. Yeah. So they've accomplished quite a bit with this. I wonder how they're losing this, because this seems like the opportune moment to clean up that area and have a rejuvenation of LA. You know.
Yeah. Well, and you also wonder, where did all the
Reset
people
of
go?
sorts.
Hmm. Sorry, Paula.
A reset of sorts.
Yeah.
It's been all about the Great Reset all along.
Now, are they not going to do it because we're calling it out?
Oh, no, no, no.
You know,
They'll still BS everybody and say, oh, no,
Oh,
there's
they're
nothing to
still
see
gonna
here.
do it.
where is the rebuilding LA? You know, even in that document I was reading about the LA, which was it? The Olympics? No, it's about Smart City LA. They talked about where was it here? Let's get that quote perfect. The soul of our recovery will shape the contours of our city. In 2020, he said that. What recovery? Well, now we can see what recovery, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but where did all those people just go? Hotels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think DoorDash would have been a good investment on the stock market this week? Because where are they getting their food other than that? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm just wondering, where'd they all go?
Yeah. Huh. That's a good question.
Hmm. Yeah, weren't all the hotels filled with immigrants or illegal immigrants?
Probably tourists. I mean, you have to book
Yeah.
a room.
Yeah.
Vegas. Yeah, there you go. They all are going east.
Maybe they're all going to go to Texas. Yeah, London fires. Yeah, London right now, or a lot of the British setup of the houses is set up to be burnt. All those houses are in rows, right, connected to each other. The row housing they have. Space lasers. Yeah, well, no, I don't think it's space lasers this time. There was some talk of blue stuff surviving, Rick, but yeah, we had this anomaly that happened. Whatever you think this is.
That's right off the hook. I forgot about the Vegas buffets. Yes, that's where they went. Guaranteed.
The Vegas buffet is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not sharing that. Yeah,
And you're right, Scotty. Most of those homeowners have 2 or 3 homes. Mm-hmm. They're that rich.
Yeah, so here's the winds coming down from the north here on the right-hand side. And there's some strange radar or some type of system going off over there. And you can watch, it kind of steers that little thingy right there, that little floaty thingy, goes right down to Los Angeles there. So yeah, we're wondering what all that kind of stuff is. And people were talking about a fog. And there's a new technology called fog computing. It's used for sensing and computing and relaying data. But they may have used it instead of green lasers flashing down on the place. They probably used the fog. It's not a good movie, no. The fog for sensing the area and mapping it out. They like to map.
Yeah, well, yeah. And hey, perfect wind conditions.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was just sitting right there to go, light me up. I mean, it was just, if I were those people, I would feel so angry and so duped.
Yeah, and I've never seen the winds come from the north to the south in that area ever in my lifetime that I can recall. Not that I watched that area. Maybe somebody from there would tell me different. But it doesn't seem like a normal pattern of the earth, because most of them go from, most of the winds go from the west to the east, and not north to south. They might take a sway down on a 45, but they're usually just going from, west to east.
No, you're absolutely correct. It usually comes from the Pacific. Sometimes it can come up, some in and maybe down south a little bit. Even here, most of our winds are south westerly, and we've been having east winds. It's trippy as anything. Yeah.
Hi, Jojo. Good to see you. Yeah. So the Olympics, do you guys think it's going to happen or not?
Well, I want to know why they just can't move it. Why does it just cancel it? If it's not in LA, we're just going to not have it. I mean, come on. Move
Tommy
it
was
to,
saying
Well,
something about maybe doing it in Africa or something about
yeah.
Africa,
Hey, perfect.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would make
They usually have it anyway, no matter how polluted it is. So
Yeah.
they're usually sticklers about their little rituals.
Well, after the pandemic, I'm sure they could use an influx of money, in Africa, because they had starvation there in some of the countries. So they could probably do it in one of those countries, or maybe one of the countries where they offed one of the presidents at the beginning of the pandemic there.
Yeah. Right? Well, they offed a lot of them.
5, I heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something was going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
at least 5.
See, they've been played with for many years, so they weren't apparently that into it. So they said no thanks, and got to be replaced with somebody that
Yeah.
said yes, please, let us have that.
I know off the hook, it's like, I'm not that interested in the Olympics at this point. I don't care about the Golden Globes. I don't care about
Can't you just wait for the opening ceremonies of that?
Oh my
I've
God.
never
Could you
cared about
imagine?
any of those things.
Those images are still banned on the internet, eh? Like they won't let people show that anymore, eh?
Oh my word.
Like
That was it was terrible. It was so.
Like you
Was
can
that
pull
in
up the
Paris,
images,
right?
if I post them on a video like this, I'll be gone. That video will be taken down.
Well, you can imagine, the Louis the 14th with the long wigs and the Rococo design on everything. It just reminded me of just over the top Paris, France. It was just bizarre and decadent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was just beyond.
Oh man, yeah, and the Bacchus reference and
all of it. It was just he was the dish. I mean, come on.
there was one of the 12 apostles had a dildo hanging out, or people were saying it was his penis. I don't know.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
it was.
beside the little Asian girl. Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Okay, what? I have no idea what you're talking about there.
oh, it's the
I
Paris.
really can't go on it, but the Paris Olympics opening ceremonies.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. I'd have to see it. My husband says if I seen it, I'd know.
Oh yeah, you know it definitely. Yeah, everybody on this channel knows it. I showed it. They took my video down, but we saw it.
Yeah. Was I in that one?
I can't remember.
I don't remember
I
neither.
think you were. I can
Okay.
understand why you want to block it out of your mind. You know. It's,
Exactly, because I don't want it cluttered up in here. Fuck all the clutter.
you'll watch the curling. Yeah, that's popular in Canada. We got a lot of ice, so that helps. Yeah, curling's pretty cool. It's fun, actually. Very relaxing sport. You know, you have to drink the right amount of beers for it. It's like pool. If you have too many, if you don't have enough beers, you know you're not loose enough. If you have too many, you just can't shoot right.
Here, I wanna have everybody cringe.
Oh, okay, sure.
I have the screenshot of the Paris ceremony.
Oh, okay. We'll put that up just quickly.
Okay, no problem. I totally get it. It's creepy.
Yeah, actually, they don't like me anybody showing those images. They get upset when we talk about it. So.
They're the ones that give us the images.
Yeah, I know. They gave us all the images. Those
Gee,
we paid for those. Like we paid for the Olympics. Like, come on, man.
yeah. Hey, we paid for it. Talk about copyright. We
Yeah,
paid for it. Like, what the fuck? That's mine. If I paid for it, it's fucking mine. Mine, mine, mine.
yeah. That's what I say
I
with
can
my
do
digital
whatever
twin
I
too.
want.
If they have information on me in a database, that's my information. It belongs to me. And yeah, I
And where's our check? Because they're making money on our data. Where's my check for my data?
yep.
You better cut me in, motherfuckers.
You're using my body to transmit the data and for cybersecurity and for national security. So where's my check? You know. We
Yep.
paid for the dues too. Yeah, we paid for it all. Hi, Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, space lasers. We paid for space lasers. I can show you the space lasers. Here, hold on. You know, we can argue whether they're on a balloon or on a up in space, but they've got giant lasers.
A balloon makes more sense. It's easier to control, with like little jets on it so they can drive it around, but um, just hard to imagine to control a satellite that just swings around Earth. I don't get it, but okay.
Whichever. They do have giant lasers.
Yes, they do. Yes, they have all the contraptions.
Yeah. Let me find this. This one is a space laser, if I can find it. Let's see. I've got so many bookmarks, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, Zenith Star. There we go. Let's go down to some of the images of the giant space laser. Hold on. There's a ground-based unit. And there's a space-based unit or a balloon-based unit. Giant space laser. There you go. Zenith Star space vehicles.
I
I don't
I
see that the picture changed on screen.
Oh, why didn't it do that?
It's the same. This is not normal picture.
Oh, okay. Sorry. There we go.
there we go. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Giant space laser.
Yeah.
This is called Zenith Star space vehicles. So there you go, giant space laser.
Zenith, huh?
Yeah,
Isn't that a TV brand or some shit?
it is. Yeah.
Fascism, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I think they have a couple of other other ones too. Well, there's the cap unit showing you how the optics work. Expander beam. Let's see, I think it might. They show the different components. Okay, so they show the various components after that. So yeah, giant space laser.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know if this is a Jewish space laser, but it could be.
This may well be what the Star Wars program that we didn't build
Yep.
is. I think they're ahead of it now. I think they've got these fast moving drone like things with the
Really?
same capability. Yeah, I think that's what they were doing. They were playing off of the East Coast there with all those drones.
Oh, is that what those were? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, some people described them as big as an SUV.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would carry a giant space laser or
Yeah, a lot of
giant
things.
radar system or, yeah,
Maybe
lots of
people. I don't know. It's just
People?
trip. Yeah, we're thinking
carry a lot of chemicals.
like, independent transportation, kind
Yeah.
of via your own personal drone.
Could carry stratospheric aerosol injections.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fire.
Oh, yeah, fire. We use drones for starting fires in Canada.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
They controlled
Yeah,
fires.
our forestry ministry does that.
See? They're just,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I think it all is. They're training the people to use it and they're training us to accept it.
Yeah.
Training,
Yeah.
training.
So, yeah, why we had wildfires is because we stopped doing the cleanup and the controlled burns.
Intentionally.
they did
possibly,
everywhere else.
Allegedly.
Well, BlackRock took over a lot of the utilities and stuff, and they're responsible for cleanup around the utilities. And they saved billions not doing that.
Yeah. That's hard work. You got to pay guys to go out there and really,
That's
that's
how
not
they
easy
did
job.
record profits. Was
Well,
because they just stopped
amazing.
cleaning up, just stopped doing the job. There you go.
Yeah.
And then
That's-
when they're getting burns, you just come in
Yeah.
after.
And then they pay people not to do it because they need something, to happen.
Right?
Hmm.
And you end up with
Like
things like
that.
this. Although
Yeah,
this
we're
is all
thinking
neighborhoods. This is all neighborhoods. This
Just
almost has nothing to do
blocks.
with cleaning up the brush. All they had to do was trim the trees by the power lines, and would have been fine.
And they got nice rows they can just put in thin, tall 15-minute cities.
Yep. And all the trees left. That's amazing. That one view you could see, it looked like almost a forest.
Hmm. Yeah, no, for
There
living,
was Serengeti there.
yeah, for where they were living, yes, it was lush in its own. See where it's not burned? It's pretty lush.
Yeah.
They really built an oasis out of the desert there. Seriously.
Yeah, right. Can we acknowledge the trees? Yes.
And look at all the swimming pools too. If as we go by too, just every so often you'll see, oh, swimming pools. They see all those round things. Yep.
Where are all the blue things? I don't see any blue things, but
No,
yeah,
it's
except for
pretty
the
burned down.
No,
Yeah.
apparently they didn't get the memo on the blue.
yeah,
No.
California.
yeah.
No. They weren't in the big club.
That's right. Only the ones at the top of the club know about the blue.
Yeah,
The
look
blue
at all those.
rooms.
Look at all those trees. That looks like a little forest in the background there. You know, looks like a big forest
Mhm.
in the background. Those must be some really wet trees.
Yeah, or like I said, the homes are questionable of how they were constructed. This is a
Okay,
little too easy, if you ask me.
New fireproof
there
trees.
there are
Wouldn't you
two
think
homes
like
here with red
that
roof.
was oh, red roof. We didn't get the memo. That they used red lasers this time.
Well, they might have used
Mm.
blue, right?
Or
Infrared.
whatever the yeah.
Yeah, they might have switched to ultraviolet or blue. I don't know.
Trippy though.
Which spectrum of laser doesn't interact with red? Let's find
Yeah.
out. Let's find out.
Okay, sounds like a good yeah. And also, yeah, I just question how our homes are built. I mean, I don't know. I'd expect more homes to stand than this. Something is just like not right.
Green lasers.
Oh,
Oh yeah, remember they were using the green lasers for mapping?
yeah.
So maybe now they've amped them up to incendiary.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the various
We,
colors and frequencies and all they do with that. Yeah.
yeah, we were sure that it was possible they were using infrared for the Maui fires, people speculated. But green lasers they use for mapping, which would make more sense, right? So if
Right.
green, if
Right.
and that'd be a great Foley because all these people, some people thought, oh, I'll paint my roof blue and I'll be fine when everybody else
Yeah.
gets that. And
What
it's
if they yeah, what if they can switch the colors?
yeah,
Psych.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, you know they can.
Yeah, for different conditions, different thing.
But yeah, look at that
Yeah.
right up there in the top middle area
Yeah,
there.
they're red.
Two red houses. Let's watch the video and see if we can find more. Because I was looking
Okay,
for
let's get the
blue.
red, not blue. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for blue, not red.
Things that make you go,
Now they were close to the edge of something, but
I mean, yeah, it could be coincidence.
yeah,
We're
it could
not,
be
this is
coincidence.
for entertainment purposes only.
Let's see
But
here. Oh, look! There's a red truck.
but that seems after that they're very
Yeah,
clean.
yeah,
See, the other ones are very gray and burned out, the cars on the road.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There
And
they
that's
are.
trippy to me. Why did a metal car get all burned up, but not the tree it's parked by? I
I thought that
mean,
would be the safest spot to park. It'd be under a tree.
yes, there's something to
yeah.
this, and I think you're right. It's the foggy dust. It landed on their cars, and this thing just is
Could be.
like a magnet to that stuff. We're gonna set you on fire.
Could have been aluminum
Yeah.
accelerant.
There's people speculating on TikTok that maybe smart meters might have something to do with the fires as
Yeah.
well.
Through the
So I'm
electricity.
just throwing that out there for entertainment purposes only, just in
Oh, yeah.
case.
Well, I
Yes,
mentioned the
yeah.
interaction between plastic and metals or aluminum. You can excite the aluminum and possibly cause fires that way. But there it was, the two red houses. Didn't see much else.
Yeah. Also,
Maybe
too, just it might just be coincidence too, but the retardant that they spray on the fires is red.
okay.
Not, and that could just be coincidence. Just thinking, though. Yeah, today we noticed it when they were throwing the retardant down, all red.
Yeah, right. Overloaded
That
power
would
thing.
be that would be ultra trippy if something did come through the smart meter and it would just trip something house to house at a certain, increments, like this house starts burning and 5 minutes later the next house starts burning because it's tripped something in your house to start on fire. I'm just, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is just
Well, okay, smart meters
hard
do
to,
have a transmitter in them. So
yeah, works
now
both ways.
I suppose they could um, try and heat up an area, just microwave like an area until it combusts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, well, even inside the meter itself, maybe it has, we'll put these two wires will touch, and if it's 220-volt, which I think is what comes into a house, yeah, that could start something if it kept going for a minute or two before it, something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I am
Yeah.
just guessing, everybody.
Yeah. It's all speculation here and fun, like
But yeah, it's just hard to imagine.
just dumb shit. The amps kills you, but a laser, it's concentrated heat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Green lasers aren't supposed to be as hot as red lasers either. That's why they apparently use them for mapping. But yeah, I don't know. That was just an interesting coincidence. Green lasers don't interact with the color red. And there were two red houses left. That was just interesting. I'm not saying it was giant space lasers or giant Jewish space lasers or anything, but let's put
We're
that
just
possibility out there.
investigating here.
Yeah, let's put that possibility out there.
That's right.
Tachyon
Investigation.
burst. That's what it was. I
Yeah.
don't know. Could have been. Could have been. It does. Well, we'll see if the leaves fall. All the leaves fall off those trees that weren't burned. Um, in about a month, then it might have been a tachyon it burst, or a neutron bomb. But it seemed like it looked like fire. But who knows?
Yes.
But yeah, your giant space lasers, they exist. Did they do this? I don't know.
They
know.
could have, possibilities are there.
Yeah.
They have proven themselves to be land grabbers. I mean, just look at their laws.
Well, I'll tell
There
you,
you
if I
go,
was
Ray.
living in the other,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
if I was living in the other cities around this, I'd start to question if we're next. What's the plan here? I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, I would really look at this in a lot of ways. They may want the population to leave. I don't know. But it's really going to make a mass
Well-
exodus.
Maybe they've just given up on the idea of converting us into, drones because we're not going to go along with it, and they're just going to destroy everything.
Do
The
away with us. Yeah.
snotty little brat just kicking over the chessboard.
Yeah. And land grab, like off the
Yeah.
hook. Yes.
Yeah.
They're gonna they're going for the gusto before it all goes down. And yes, I've noticed people, they are recalling weird foods from Costco or Walmart and it's still
Yeah, and
continuing.
water.
Yeah, just all of a sudden they deem this food bad. They got to pull 80,000 pounds of butter or whatever off the shelves.
Mhm.
No, that's something's afoot. Just follow the food and the
Something's
money.
afoot.
There you go.
Yes. I heard on TikTok that fire companies from, oh, I can't think, the state next to, one of the states next to California, sent
Mm.
in like a lot of fire trucks. But they stopped these fire trucks to check their emissions. And
Oh,
because
good
they didn't
grief.
pass emissions, they sent them back.
Oh,
Oh my.
good grief.
So, are you kidding me? They tried to send
Apparently,
That's
in help and they couldn't.
intentional.
Canada
How
offered firefighters to go down and help out, but I believe they were refused. There was a
yeah,
Whoa.
bunch of
probably because of
volunteer
the
firefighters
emissions.
offered to come down. I don't think you guys needed them.
No,
Yeah,
I'm going to say it.
it's not Walmart's. They're putting apartments above the Costco's, guys.
Oh, interesting.
So you
Yeah,
can live in
15-minute
Costco.
city.
You can live in
Yeah,
Costco.
you don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Nope, it's all there.
Yep.
Your clothes, your food. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if there's
They'll
any.
have a bowling alley though.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Movie theater, bowling alley.
Yep, bet you they do. Well, I think, oh my gosh, so I think this is, and is this going to be the only city we see coming up happening to like this? I mean, does it put out
No,
ideas?
it's not the first. No, I mean, it's the first, but it won't be the last.
So yes, it is
Yeah,
possible to live above a Costco in Los Angeles, California.
yeah, oh yeah, 15
Thrive
minute
Living,
cities.
privately owned developer Thrive Living is building an 800-unit apartment complex above a Costco store in the Baldwin Village neighborhood in South LA. Project includes 185,000 square foot Costco on the ground floor and 2 levels of underground parking. Awesome. The apartment complex will have amenities like secure parking. Yeah, everything's going to be very secure. Interior courtyards, gym,
Wow.
community gardens, a rooftop
Cool.
pool, a full basketball
Ooh,
court and 2 half courts,
climbing
5
structures.
and play structures.
Wow.
See, it's
That's
going
a
to be great,
15
guys.
minute.
Imagine it. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
going to be an easy sell for these kids, right? We're going to
Yep, a
put you in where
15er.
you're never going to have any pain again in your life. We're going to make you superhuman, and you're going to live in a 15-minute city where you don't have to go anywhere. You won't even you don't have to leave your
That's what I'm
building.
saying.
Yeah.
They're gonna, when they rebuild the Palisades and Pasadena and all of those, Malibu, I don't know what's burned up at this point. Yeah, it's all gonna be these tall 15-minute cities.
Yeah.
You won't even have to have a car.
Yeah.
Just
And eventually, in those 15-minute cities, they'll have virtual metapods where you can put yourself in a metapod that puts you in total virtual reality because you're suspended in a jelly, and that'll be your death pod eventually.
Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yep, if you ever seen that movie, that's what they lived in the goggles.
Yep. It'll start off with goggles. They've got those Google glasses that can that they're going to augment reality with.
I think so.
That'll be nice, because you could have ivies growing on everything. You could turn the world into Hogwarts. You could live in an underground city as far as you would see it through your Google glasses. Anything you want, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's very close, very close.
Tempting. It's going to be so tempting too.
Yeah, well, you'll have like a little computer in front of your eyes,
Yeah, you'll just tap out the air.
Yeah, motion sensor.
Yeah.
Talk to the air. Hey, assistant, because it'll be a AI inside you. It'll be an AI system right in your body. So
Minority Report.
Everything you see, hear.
Like Minority Report.
So yeah, smart cities will be great. They're. Oh yeah, here. Show you this. Smart cities. 6G.
Oh, great.
6 and 7G are needed for smart cities. They're already being implemented, by the way.
Hmm.
They have to put these systems out in order to test them. Um, is that it? No, but that's Open Fog. That's cool. I think it's a bookmark after that. So there's the Open Fog reference. So if you're wondering why we're seeing fog around, that's why.
Yeah, because you don't usually see a lot of fog unless you live down south.
Hmm. Oh well, can't find it right now. Try one more time. Oh yeah, there we go. Role of 6G in advancing smart city applications. So this is already actually out on us. Terahertz frequency has already been unleashed on humanity.
Yep.
So it's already in the IEEE regulations and standards. So this is 6G in advancing smart city opportunities and challenges. It's a really good. There are challenges they are having, guys. They're not where they want to be, and they're having. And like you guys were saying earlier, like Paul was saying earlier, Agenda 2030 has moved to Agenda 25, and they're not where they need to be electronically.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like,
They're jumping the gun.
yeah, they have a kill switch. Like they could kill many of us
Yeah.
before their systems overload, but they won't be able to kill all of us because
Right.
they don't have the power output at the moment to do it. They don't even have the power output to run the AI.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can make you really sick, but
Mhm.
they're not there yet. They don't have control of the human mind. They're not there yet. That's all I can say. So yeah, they are rushing into this way too fast.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't think this is going to work because now they're working with destruction because that seems to be the only tool they have left. Manipulation hasn't worked.
Right.
Nobody's buying your new pandemic. All the joke videos about it on the internet are hilarious.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what have they got left? Well, they have
That's
their
true.
one plausible deniability thing. They have weather weapons and illness. And even those now are coming under scrutiny. So what do you guys got left?
No, it's
Earthquake?
very true. When the scam is up, they resort to violence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They don't have much option left other than to start destroying things and kicking over the table. I don't see how that's really going to benefit them in the end. Especially if we're not going to go along with it and we call it out and it's them and we put them in jail. You know.
Right. You know,
Because
it's coming out that this is not fake news, that this is the real deal. This is their agenda. We've seen the papers. We've done the research. Yeah.
No,
And
we
I
are
think that's
we
what
are the news
it's
now. The news is decentralized. This is the news.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. We have,
news has
yes,
become
we've taken over that fourth column.
This group and thousands and thousands of other groups that are out there right now talking about this because they are, you know, we're the news. They're the news. Yeah. You guys, you're the news now. You know, you
Yes,
and
you
chat
are.
sharing stuff, you're the news.
And you're carrying your data to
Yeah.
other places,
Mhm.
even outside of social media, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's catching on.
Yep. You know, nobody
Yep.
watches MSM anymore. Their
Oh,
viewership
they're
is
Mm.
under 100,000 per channel. You know, which
yeah,
is
they're
that's done. You know, that's
no, seriously, I am so done with Anderson Cooper, you can't imagine.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Oh,
Gagging.
he's such a CIA plant. You know.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, it was just the whole thing.
Yep.
And they all regurgitate the same exact lines.
Yep. We've all seen those
Sure you
videos,
do.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have. They're all saying the exact same thing.
Yep. So yeah, we have become the news. You know, we share the information with each other, and you know, we don't all come up to the same conclusions, but you know, that's the important part of sharing the information. You know, I mean, we don't get this biased news telling us one propaganda over another.
Mm.
So other propaganda.
Yeah, it's the lies have been so built up and compounded now. We're just going, no, come on.
Yeah, my wife's
You know
getting to
what?
the point now too, where she's realizing that the news pretty much means the opposite of what they're telling you. You know.
Yeah, they've used that
Yes.
wordplay on us
Yeah.
a long time now.
Yeah. Who's the evil boogeyman you're pointing out? Because you either made him or you are him. So
That's right.
Yeah, they always flip the words upside down, like the Patriot Act. It's not to go against
Mhm.
terrorists. No, it's the Patriot Act. We're going to act when we see patriots.
yeah,
That's what it means.
Patriots are people that love their country.
Yes, there you go. They
criminal
And they
totally
want
justice.
to come against the patriots.
a spell cast, I say. I
Hmm.
mean, they do, and
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
infuriating.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They're
that's
going to
not
try to
very.
push through while Justin's on has suspended our government. They think that he's going to try to push through some laws on us, especially our censorship laws. Bill C. I think we're on. I can't remember what the number of it is now. Bill C 69 or 60 something. Anyways, yeah, they're
Hmm.
trying to pass those on us.
Well,
He's got to
I
get
have a
that done.
question with Canadian law.
Yeah,
Uh, if you go into a world war, you've declared war on somebody, where does that put a prime minister? What is there rules where they can stay because it's wartime, like they do here? They've done
I
that
think
here
so. I think so. Yeah,
this winter. Okay,
yeah,
because he said Marchish, right? March, April, he's gonna leave.
yeah, yeah. He's got 3 months to really mess things up.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be like Biden. He's gonna pardon. He's gonna pass all
Well, he
this crap.
was
Oh, I
going to
can't imagine.
trash this place before he goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
burn it down, just like
yeah,
LA.
yeah.
Oh man.
Now they make like there is a motion in place, and it's going to the um, well. The problem is the motion has to go to the guy who okayed Justin to prorogue government. So,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
so he could veto it on the spot and say, nope, proroguing is fine. And then
Yeah.
Justin gets his 3 months, right? If he says no, then Justin has to go up for a non confidence vote, and we could have him out very quickly and have another leadership race for the Liberal government. And then we would have a election.
Mm-hmm. So there's a couple of months there. You're gonna be really
Yeah, either way, we're kind of messed up for a couple months.
wow.
Yeah. Although we do have elections very quickly. We'll have them within a
Okay.
month of calling them or less. Um, just that's we don't really mess around with it. We don't have confidence in you. We oust you. Not that it's really done us that much good. We still end up with cronies from
Mm-hmm.
the world government anyway. So
Yeah, same
Because you
here.
only get to choose from the selections that they gave you, a deuce and a shit
Correct.
sandwich.
yeah, Yeah.
And they're all in America. I've just been spitting nails because they all act like they're royalty here. I just have to say, I was just disappointed with this Jimmy Carter burial, and King Jimmy, and then all the other new kings are lined up in their seats, and I'm just royalty, lords and ladies. I said, oh no, 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 no. These people are supposed to just serve the public. Okay, thank you very much. Move on, just like a vet.
Yeah. Well, Justin just upped the amount you need to run for leadership from 75,000 to 300,000.
Oh, good
Wow.
grief.
So you have to even be hoitier and toitier, huh?
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, it's
that reminded me of a conversation that you and I had, G, earlier, where I was telling you that they were talking about term limits in the Senate.
yes.
And age limits too. And so here we are, and they're talking about actually doing it now, but they're not going to do it until the kings and queens that are already in there die off.
Oh
Yep.
God, that could take
So
forever.
they're still going to get to rule and reign and rob us blind until they just die before they're going to go putting in the
Right.
term limits and
And
the age
that
limit.
and
Wow.
that is a royal position, not a public
That is
service
a royal
position.
position you pointed out.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just that in our faces, and it's just so disappointing.
Yeah, we have a Senate too, and it's just a
yeah,
bunch of
same
old
thing.
people.
Oh, the
You don't-
same
they're
thing.
You don't build on a king or a queen. You wait
You
for
know,
them to die.
I think they're all on life extension technology, and they just kind of sit there. They don't really
Yeah.
do anything. It's ridiculous.
Adrenochrome
Yeah.
stuff. Yep. Something. No, the same up there in Canada. I mean, even if they did roll Canada into the States, I mean, the only thing I would like to see is that America, come on, let's just get on metric and get over it. That's all I have to say about the change. Other than that, it would be an easy roll because we're so alike. But I don't want to endanger the Canadians, if rolling into our crap down here. Oh my God. Anyway.
Oh man, this is bad. So this is what consists of a smart city. So let's start down here at the bottom with our infrastructure. Internet of robotic things goes to a base station, goes to the cloud, goes to ASU, goes to Internet of vehicle things, road mishap alarm, pharmacy management, containment of air quality control.
Shows big stacks there.
Contamination / air quality control.
Do you see the look? They have Wi-Fi
Interesting.
Huh?
in that.
So you're in control of the contamination? Okay. Anyway, let's
Mm-mm.
move on.
In the air quality. Yes.
Yeah.
They worded that wrong. They are in control of the contamination in the air quality control.
Yeah.
Yes.
Infrastructure management.
Yes, basically. But no, look at the picture. These big smokestack factories. Above them are Wi-Fi signals. So that's 6G. Is that what I'm reading here?
Well, yeah, that's like fog computing, right? Cloud computing.
Oh, yeah. They're showing it to us. We just don't know. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I
So you
see
got
the
your-
cloud. We know about the cloud.
Yeah.
We just did not take them literally. That's
Yeah,
all.
I know. Well, the cloud's you too, so you're part of the cloud.
Yeah.
Internet of medical things, that's cool. Disease investigation. Oh, okay. That you cause. Let's see, what do we have here? Event live telecast, public event. Okay, that's exciting.
In a box.
So anybody can do that with their phone. We don't need a smart city for that.
No, we don't need
Autonomous
downtown
driving.
anymore.
I don't want autonomous driving because I don't want it. It's no. I want to go back to gas guzzling muscle cars myself.
Yeah, real close.
M1 and N2. This is your phones communicating through things like walls. So we'll be able to get through that with drones. wherever you're not being able to communicate.
Oh, they can
And
spy on you over walls.
then we get into marine communication, smart home management.
There you
Wow,
go. Oh, wow. See, they're
that's
telling you.
exciting. And then we have satellite and drones.
Yeah,
Internet of
drone. That's what I think. They
satellite, Internet of Things. Internet of
drones are the
drones.
future.
Yeah, Internet of Drones. Isn't that exciting? And that's all included in your smart home management and surveillance.
Yeah. No, seriously, they're not going to put up cell
Good place
towers.
to
It's
put
just going to
that,
be drones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, then you've got your courier delivery. Oh, because you're not going to be able to leave your home. So you need your
Oh,
courier
smart
delivery
bins.
and your smart bins so you don't have to leave your home.
Just
Yeah.
it puts your garbage out for you. Good
Smart
luck
way.
with that.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Sorry.
So, yeah, this is all very disturbing.
Just you don't do nothing. You just live.
Yeah, you
You
sit
just
there home and wait for
don't
death.
do nothing.
The drone
It's
will be by,
all in our control.
you know.
Mm.
Don't communicate with anybody. Don't
No,
go
no
outside
need.
your house.
Nope.
No. Wow.
Yeah. This is a couple of sci-fi movies right here they've made, getting locked into these perfect utopia societies, and either the people go nuts or AI does or something. But yeah, it never looks good at the end.
It's always the machine, and they're always right on.
Also, Netflix, Black Mirror.
Oh, bigly. Oh my gosh. Seriously, I highly suggest people rent it, whatever you can do. Watch the Black Mirror series because it's happening right here, right now. It is like The Simpsons of sci-fi.
There's smart city architecture. Yeah,
And
they're
it's done with real people, so it makes it more real. You can see with your own eyes it's happening with people, not cartoon characters. And you'll see that it is happening right now.
Pretty much. Give or take.
I do love this document.
Uh-oh, I see biodigital.
Yeah, this is Canada's policy to change human beings, our bodies, minds, and behaviors. We have all of that.
This would get alter ecosystems. So what are they going to do? Treat us to where we
Well, this is
breathe less oxygen? What?
6G, the Internet of Everything, which includes the air molecules.
I'm telling you, they're changing our biology so we breathe less or something.
Everything.
Something's going on here.
Well, they probably control how much oxygen you get because they control air molecules.
Yeah. Well,
Move them around.
And I do think people with asthma, their biosystem just can't adapt. And there's always going to be those types that fall off of a change like that. Others, will adapt quickly and others just don't.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest kind of theory on
Apparently,
biology.
where they're having these new outbreaks, they're having people fall down in the streets, like in Wuhan. I haven't seen any images of it. Just a rumor. If anybody can confirm that,
That's
be
interesting.
appreciated. So we know what that is. That's oxygen deprivation.
Interesting. And so it makes you hallucinate and fall? Sure.
You just start gasping for breath. You fall down. You die. That was the first images out of Wuhan. Was the man collapsing in the street. That's not the way people die of the flu. So if anybody's seen that, doesn't look like anybody has so far. But yeah.
Seen what?
Any images out of Africa of people falling down in the streets like they did in Wuhan?
I have not.
Okay. I love the hypocrisy.
No.
By putting you in a centralized system, we're going to have democratization where, Noah Harari and pretty much Trump said that you're not going to have to vote again. So,
I heard Trump say that, yes. He's
He was
probably
saying
going to become king.
he was just saying, you Christians, you got to vote this once, right, to get me elected.
Well,
You didn't put
no,
that
It's a
in there,
long
and you won't have
time.
to vote again. You
but
won't ever have
see,
to vote again.
right, but they
Yep,
just
and
put
that's
in
the
a
only
bill.
true if it's a king that stays in until he
Right.
dies.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. They just put in a bill. Okay, we'll change the term limits after everyone
Dies.
dies that's on the watch right now. Oh, that's
And
makes
and
sense.
we forget over time. You know, that's like not wanting
Mm-hmm.
to admit and release the CVID information for 75 years. Why? Because people will have fucking forgotten the truth, what happened 75 years ago. And as you wait for these fuckers to die, well, we're going to be dropping dead out here too.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe all the ones that wanted term limits and age limits are fucking dead by the time they actually get around to supposedly doing it. And they go, oh, well, no one remembers anymore. So back to business as usual.
Yes. Forgive and forget.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mostly
Means more
forget.
than that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. That's what we seem to be doing. Um,
We're not Democrats. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you're
we
supposed
saw what Roosevelt did already to us for 3. But no, something like that. Something's afoot. And yes, they can declare martial law and all of that if we go to war. Things
Yeah.
change during
Mhm.
wartime. All's
Yeah.
fair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got 2 of them that are ready to go. So,
Yeah. Take your pick.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, well, you guys have got less than 10 days till Trump takes over.
That's about right.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. Um, our economy might get a little better, but your economy will probably get a little better. But like we say, up here, he's just liberal light, So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Liberal light. That's the difference. Left is liberal, right is liberal light.
yeah.
And that's what they should call it. But they're so deceptive. They're redonkulous.
Yeah, there really isn't a right wing party.
No. Yeah.
There really isn't. No.
No.
That's funny. Envision the eagle with 2 left wings flying
Yeah.
around.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yes.
Just flying
Yeah.
in circles.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
It's that pathetic. I just hope
Oh.
I see something
Yeah.
before I'm gone. I hope I see something just to say, yeah,
Mhm.
finally, stop the insanity.
Well,
I mean,
it's coming to a head. So they don't have much time left.
No, apparently this year.
Something
mhm.
will happen within the next few years that you'll be impressed by. I told my wife to wait for I think it was 2 years ago to wait. We've got about another 3 years of just total shit. 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, I thought 6 to 8 and then
Okay.
some real change. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think we're going to see another ultimate like 9/11, put a few more things in together with that type of event.
Yeah. They're going to keep trying to shock and shock us.
And
Shock
and
and
they,
awe.
and they may be attacking the part of the population that could really have done something. Let's put it that way. You
Yeah.
know, you start attacking, top down, you're getting rid of people that could have possibly done something, but they're too busy now.
Yeah. The robots aren't going to rebuild all this. That's not going to happen.
No, oh no,
No.
that's gonna.
They haven't gotten the skill level at the moment.
No,
So
but they have. Yeah, no, but they have.
Well, they did create 3D printer homes.
that's true.
right.
That's true. But do you want to live in a 3D printed home?
Well, it depends on what the material that they're
And who's
using.
going to finish that home? Are
Um,
the robots going to be able to
I would
finish
love
that
to live
home?
in a roundhouse with no corners.
You know,
Because they say
there's
corners
a
are
lot
bad.
they can do, but there's still a lot they can't do. Like they can't plaster, they can't do they might be able to do a mosaic, but the equipment is there to do these things. But right now, it's woefully expensive.
Yes.
They don't have a robot that can replace a human being to do
Yet.
fine. No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. They don't have the dexterity control, first of all. A robot would have
Right.
a very hard time with a nail and hammer.
That's right.
You know, plumbing would be a problem. You know,
Yeah.
there's lots of problems that robots would have.
Yep.
A dopamine hit? Yeah, you can probably have a continuous dopamine hit at some point there, Mr. Mission.
Well, didn't I mention that in our call earlier too, G, where uh, we were talking about gambling being so addictive, and then that reminded
Mm-hmm.
me of the mice that they've studied on uh, their dopamine levels, and will they push the button to get that dopamine until they die? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Hmm. Yeah, and gamblers, slot machine gamblers, big league. They're big fancy games now. I mean,
Yeah, you
they
Yep.
hook
have.
somebody up to an orgasm machine and they'll just sit there and push that
Hmm.
button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if they get a
Until
little
they
money
die.
for it, you know. Yeah, it's some of them are amazing now. Those
Yeah.
so-called slot machines, you know, like little mini videos. Yeah. Video games, actually. Yeah, that's where they're going.
Yep.
Yep.
Ugh, this
Information.
world. Ugh,
Go stand on the
the
corner.
way it is. Yes.
Well, as long as you got your Google glasses, standing on the corner won't be too bad.
I ain't getting no damn good glasses, even if I could afford them.
I want to try them. I want to try augmented reality and see what augmented reality looks like. You know, all the different ones. I suppose people will do videos of them I can watch too. So that'll be cool. You know,
But once you
people that-
put the glasses on, that's it. You're sucked in.
well,
You can't just go in there and wake people up. They won't have that. They'll kick you out. But or they'll suck you in and brainwash you.
well, they will be hooking into your brain for sure, probably. But you know, they'll be doing that. They're doing that anyway.
Because I would say go in and try to wake people up, but they're too far
Well,
gone if they're in the
no,
Google
you're
glasses.
still in reality. All they do is they augment the reality around you. So you'll be walking down the street, and you'll see the buildings, but they won't be like the buildings look because you've augmented them to look like Hogwarts or whatever, you know.
Mhm.
Or you could have it look like Mardi Gras every day, or you know, whatever you want.
Well, they want to put everybody in a video game and leave them there until they die.
Well, yeah, it'd be the real video game, real life video game,
Yes.
you know.
Yep. It's
You know,
ridiculous.
you can have your life
It's getting
score on the
better
side
every day.
with your digital ID, your life score on the side, you know,
Mm.
Yep.
your bank account, your social credit score, all of that would be highlighted, you know, constantly in a heads up display in front of you.
Yeah, and everybody else sees it too. They
Yeah,
can instantly know your name. You don't have to ID. It's right there.
yeah. You have
Yep.
Yeah.
transmissible data that, you know, everybody's got a little bubble above them, a little
Yeah.
transparent bubble that floats around above their head as you're walking around. And
Yeah.
it tells you their name and their social credit score and whatever
What
else
they
they
do.
want to tell you about themselves, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's another Black Mirror.
Yeah, and if you're a criminal,
Anyone
everybody
who
will know it
knows
because
me,
you'll flash red, you know.
anyone who knows me knows my social credit score is going to be in the tank.
Well, yeah, you could turn the world into space. You could you could with the Google glasses, you could be walking around in space all the time.
Yeah, no, seriously, you could. You know how some people put a quarter in, in the jar every time they cuss? Well, if you have a social credit score, you're going to have to put a quarter every time you cuss in reality into
Oh
it.
shit!
Yeah, it'll be
Funny.
that.
Yes.
What was that movie? That's from a movie.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's also from Black Mirror.
Demolition
Yes.
Man. Demolition Man with what's his name?
Schwarzenegger?
No.
Schwarzenegger? No.
No. The guy who did Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sylvester
Sylvester.
Stallone.
Stallone, yeah.
Yeah, they had that in there. They every time you swore, a little piece of paper would come out of the
A ticket.
dispenser. So he swore enough he could use it as toilet paper. So
Oh, that's funny. There you go. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, hilarious.
yeah, it'll all be digital though.
Yeah, they are trying to go to money even being digital, which is just the stupidest thing ever.
And Trump's backing crypto. Says, get your crypto dollars.
They
You want to be
got-
secure. You want to be safe. Get your crypto.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want my money online where it can be hacked. Duh.
Well, and crypto, think about it, okay? Haktua girl there started up a crypto, right? And everybody invested their money in the crypto, and then she pulled it out. Now, there's no law
Oh.
against her doing that, but they're
Oh.
taking her to court for it.
Sure.
She may go to jail for it, but any crypto is susceptible to that. Why do you want to use a money system where when you put your money in, it's not going to be the same amount as when you took it out? Or
Exactly.
it could be worth more, it could be worth less. And if everybody takes out their money, your money's worth less. So it's first come, first served at that point.
Ponzi scheme.
It's a Ponzi scheme, yes.
Of course it is.
It's Bernie Madoff all over again. Madoff with everything.
Seriously, man, total scam-a-llama.
I hope everybody pays attention to the Haktua girl, because that's crypto.
Well,
where you can invest millions of dollars into it, and if they pull that money out, it ain't worth shit.
Well, now Biden is pardoning a woman who did that in some kind of money market like 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
She went to prison. He's letting her out. Now tell me we're not ran by mobs and royalty down here.
Exactly. He's probably going to hire her ass.
That's what I'm saying. They need her. She got to do the book
like
somewhere.
You said, they let them out and then they hire them. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Something.
Well, and how funny that the Dexter series that I am addicted to started on Netflix, but it's like HBO Max or some shit now. Anyway, he only kills, killers. He's a serial killer that only kills serial killers, the ones that slip through the cracks. Well, this next season that they're going to start of it, Dexter Resurrection, the CIA or some shit's going to hire him to work for them instead of sending him to prison.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, no.
So if you've never watched Dexter, you might want to get caught up between now and Dexter Resurrection because,
No, seriously, if you're a good grifter, if CIA is looking for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get all the best hackers too.
Yep. That's how they do it.
Yep.
They're not dumb.
Yep. And Barfly.
Well, they are dumb, but
well, they're evil.
They're just evil.
They're evil.
They're evil dumb. Yeah.
Oh, Barfly. I've never seen that movie.
No, never seen it. All right, Rob. See you later. Yeah, I'm about to close this down. We're almost
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me up.
And
so
me.
Much fun.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up. This was awesome.
Peace.
Had a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
All right, guys.
A lot of fun.
We'll talk to you all later. Till next time, don't believe the news. Bye-bye.
Yes.